Stoke Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win, whether you double...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great way to start this game. And one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Forges way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Running toward the tape. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things.
He lets it fly. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Off play action on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, no! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it up, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Give to the single back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Gonna let it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And more yards after contact. Off he goes. The 10. Touchdown Longhorns. What a grab and go for the score.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Noles are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
When you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Oh, ball's out! Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Reed. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd. coming after him. Oh, he needs to get rid of him. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. The quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Makes the grab down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the 1st half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Still running at the 40. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They'll throw it on first down. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set.
38, Texas, 28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Handoff to the single back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He'll start this third quarter with a run. At the 35, he's open. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense has it there, going the other way. Touchdown, Texas! And the defense doing work. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boom or bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium to take care of the football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead. But their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes a grab over the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Give to the running back.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Noles are on the move. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Keeps the legs moving. Oh, look out! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes. Back able to make a cut. First down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Reed. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got punched. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. 2nd interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the...
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Batted into the air, and it's picked. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads it left. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quick strike complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They're going to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's still 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Plenty of fireworks.